Good morning. Well, it's morning for me. I don't know what time it is for you right now, but today I got a video. I'm going up to recover a vehicle. It's an old M886 ambulance. Now, if you haven't seen HeavyDSparks' video that he's just released like a couple days ago, in that video, he did me a favor, went up and picked up 5 military trucks of all the M880 series and did a video on it. So it really helped me out in getting the trucks there. But we didn't have enough space, so we left one. So I am going up today, because yesterday is actually when we went up and got the first 5, and today I'm going to get up the last straggler, number 6. But as far as the videos are showing, you know, probably like 3 or 4 days after posting of his video. So the more of the history of this is a family. The father had all these, he liked military equipment. He has all sorts of military vehicles. They'd put up an ad in the local KSL months ago where they were saying they had the M880s for sale and some M715s for sale. I tried giving them some responses. They didn't have a phone number. They just said send back messages. I sent back lots of messages. Didn't hear anything from it. So sort of gave up on it. And a couple days ago, I got a call in from Mark Boyce from Boyce Equipment saying that he was at a place in just north in Ogden, and saw some trucks that I deal with. And this is trucks that I use for going up and down the mountain and all sorts of things. And so told me, hey, they got to clean up this lot, trucks got to go, better grab them before they get scrapped or whatever. So I said okay, gave me a number. I called up. Hey, I was surprised. Basically they're giving me the trucks. The price is so low that you'd be stunned. So basically I almost get the trucks for free. It's a super good deal, so I couldn't turn it down. So we got up. I said, oh, nah, I got a bunch of trucks, I gotta figure out how to move them. I work for Sparks, and he's got lots of equipment, and they let me use you know, the trailers and stuff. But I said to Hans that, you know, hey, gonna need a trailer, but you think you guys want to do a video? And they agreed to do a video, so that sure helped everything out, and we got everything done yesterday. But as I said, one truck got left behind. So I've got this little setup here for us. One of the Rawmax trailers that we have, the tilt deck. And I am going to go and get this ambulance. So let's head out and just get this day going. On our way. Well, we have arrived. And there she is. Probably, I think I'm going to put a little chain and just pull it up just a little bit farther, because at the angle it is, I can't quite get the trailer and I don't want to get in the mud. So I just need to pull it forward maybe 30 feet and then re-angle. So yeah, let's get this thing set up and let's do this. Actually, pause that. I just remembered my tires are flat. If I try pulling, it might end up trying to go towards this little trailer right here, which is a little close to it. So they've left me a couple tires over there. I'm gonna swap out these front tires first. Well, these tires, I don't know what they exactly came off of, but they won't fit the back axle of the vehicle. Because the internal hub is too big for the hole right there. So this wouldn't fit on the back, but they will fit on the front because of these weird front axles they had with the cylindrical bearing packs that were put in them. They don't have anything that sticks out, so makes it easy. I can interchange almost anything on the fronts, as you can see, like any of the rims, Ford, Dodge, or Chevy. But on the back, these are too big. For Dodge, only Dodge and Ford will fit, not the Chevy. Chevy will fit all of them because that is slightly smaller. All right, let's change out the tires. So let's see how fast I can swap out the two front tires. Got all my tools ready. I don't have any way to time this. I'll just go fast. See if we can do this. Well, somebody's only had 2 lug nuts on that. That makes that rather quick so far. Hate to say, I always hate just having 2 lug nuts. Luckily, I had a couple extra from yesterday that I didn't put on. So. There's one on. Now it's this one. Only 4 lug nuts were on this one. Whoa! Came off. Well, move over here more. there we go. I don't know how long that was. Probably what, minute, 2 minutes? Would have been faster, but my jack fell off. So, hook up, pull it forward, and start loading it. Got the trailer backed right up to the tires, all ready to come up. But one little issue I've got. We don't have a winch on this one. I knew that one coming out because our other one is, don't know where it's at. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? There's nobody here, I'm by myself. Last resort. Ratchet straps. So I'm good to go. I got 2 ratchet straps. I put one on, start ratcheting it up. When I'm can only ratchet so far, I put the other one, start ratcheting that, and alternate, and up she'll go. It'll take me a little bit, but it'll be fine. Whoa. Yeah, normally my ratchet strap technique works really, really well, but I have my 2 rear hubs not turning. Now that means I'm putting a lot of force with my little ratchet straps to try to get them up, and that ratchet is not very good. I must have another one somewhere around here take place of that one, but I do not. So I guess I'm just going to keep trying, ratcheting both of them carefully. This may take some time with it being locked up on the back. So I'm just going to have to slowly work on it and see what happens. I wonder if I might be able to tap them hubs. I think it's basically the brake drums get frozen up. The brake pads stick to the drum. These have been sitting for a while. Maybe if I give it a few whacks, they'll come free. I checked the cables back up on the other side and it's loose, so probably just got the drums are probably just stuck. My drive line's free, so get some wax. Try the other side. I can see a lot of corrosion right here. Well, let's try pulling some more and see what happens. Well, the rear drums are really frozen, so what I'm gonna have to do next is I'm gonna unhook the truck. I'm gonna do something to chock the tires so the trailer can't move, and then I'm just gonna run a strap up and over to the Dodge and pull it that way. Hard thing is I'm like at 90 degrees from the road that I have to go out. I wish I could be on that road over there, but I think I'll be fine here. I mean, even if I can get it up a little bit and I'll just keep tapping on those drums, hopefully they'll break free. I might be able to get it here without too much difficulty, just as long as I don't start pulling this trailer around. All right, well, gonna have to raise it up. There's one. My setup. I've hooked to the hitch with a strap. I go over, come up and over the roller and down to the truck. So I gotta pull forward a little bit, then take these off, and then see where we get from there. Getting a little bit, but make sure the steering's going where I want it to. Oh, I need to turn the steering wheel a little bit. Well, this is sure gonna beat having to ratchet it up. So, looks like the back axle's still pretty well frozen up. So, we'll just keep pulling up. I started to do pretty good. Got up to about there, then the trailer started rolling. So I'm back to the savior ratchet straps. I have one ratchet strap on this wheel, one on that, hopefully to keep them from turning. I mean, I'm sort of surprised the whole trailer moved, but I guess right when I'm getting up there, it's just enough that it is putting enough force to cause it to slide. So let's see what we've got going here. There's my legs. Probably bring my leg down a little bit. Try to get a little bit of weight on that. All right, let's get it up. All right, we got it. They're holding. Tire is like sliding a little bit because I'm just sort of hitting that right there. So I'm wondering if I just give it a nice little yank, if I can get it up over that lip. Well, it didn't work so well. I gave it a little bit of a bump, and instead it broke the strap, and then the back end started coming up. So got this out here. I'm gonna put it back up and use this to lift it up. Hopefully that will be enough that we can get it to go back all the way on. Because this does not have a hydraulic up, it's just a hydraulic for holding it in one position. So. Okay, that's much better. Now, just got to get me apparently this one was not strong enough. The other one held. This one definitely didn't. I've got this one. All right, I'll hook this one up and then we'll try it again. We got it up on it. So now the back tire is on top. I've reset my strap. Yay! And there was great rejoicing. Well, look at that. Got it right back on. This thing was like sliding weirdly sideways, but looked like both were still locked up. but we're on, and we're on really good, so no problems there. So now just strap it down and head out. There we are, pulled over onto the asphalt road. We're all loaded up, and I noticed that they had some of these I think they're called stretchers. They're for carrying the injured people, and they would be part of the kits for the ambulance, and they tossed them in. They've got a few more that I'll be picking up, but it's good. Nobody could come out here at the moment, so whenever anybody comes back, I will be coming back out here in a week or two as they're finishing the cleanup, because there's still stuff to clean up. That Dodge right there has already been sold to someone else, but they have some more stuff, so we'll be posted on how this cleanup is going and how everything is up at the fortress. So let's head out. We've got a little bit of a drive for us. I made it up. There's the truck and the trailer right over there. And there's the ambulance. So we just pulled it right off right there. And here's the trucks that Sparks and Diesel went and helped bring up here yesterday. You'll see that all in the video on HeavyDSparks' channel. So that is pretty neat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a quick go through, and we'll just sort of look at these and first identify each one for certain, and get my friend Les to hold the camera for me. Okay, I'm going to go through. We're going to just make sure we know exactly what the numbers are for each of these trucks. So I got to pop my head in the door. It's an M886 ambulance. I was pretty certain it was M886, but want to make sure, so I look at the plates. We'll go to the next truck. Now this one, we look at it, it is a M882. So it's not a direct M880, but it's an M882. All these are four-wheel drive so far. We look at this one. This one's an M885, and it's got these tie downs to put the modules in the back. And then we got another ambulance, which is another M886. Well, just make sure. Yep, M886. So we've so far been on all the four-wheel drives. Now we're going to come up on a weird one. This one right here, I go back in and look at the number. It comes out as an M882, like the other one we have over here. However, this one is only two-wheel drive. Don't see many of those. And we have one last truck right here. And this one, looking at it, probably I'm saying it's going to be an M885. Door doesn't open. So, come around. Yes, this one's also an M885. So the one thing, that shows like all the trucks, but there is one thing on the M885s that I really like, and I will show you here. Yeah, like on the M885 are the ones that are using to carry the modules. They have overload springs on them, and I like those overloads. They really make the trucks better. And now I was under the impression that the ambulances were supposed to have Mopar 360 engines, but the two here, they look like 318s. I could be wrong, and maybe it is a 360, but the carburetor on it looks like the same carburetor is on the 318s. And because normally they all have 318s, we can come over and take a look at this one ambulance right here and pop the hood on this one. I have a ratchet strap as we were towing it today. Now, I was able to stop at our shop and pressure wash this engine. And I'm looking at it, and the carburetor under there is usually the one I always see on the the 318 blocks. However, this exhaust manifold looks like an exhaust manifold from a 360. I don't have the numbers off yet to read to find out exactly what it has. I do not see any markings on the engine. Maybe it is a 360. It sort of does look like a 360, but I'll have to look at the other 318s, because usually the 318s had it was a exhaust manifold that was a little smaller, not quite as beefy looking. But I mean, they're all interchangeable, so not really sure what the deal is. So I'd really like to have as many of the 360s for the ambulances as possible. I like the 360s just have a little more power, but for the regular trucks, the 318s are just fine. And I believe, yeah, okay, on all these, there's no power steering, so it's manual steering. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. One is, you don't have to worry about running a power steering pump and all that. And these trucks steer really easy without that. So it's just one thing that you don't have to deal with on the truck. So I'm gonna pop the hood on this one. This one's got a lot of stuff, but hell, looks like this has the 360 exhaust manifold, but the carburetor still looks like that I've seen on the 318s. Maybe the military used those on all their 318s. I'm just hoping I could see something in here readily, something easy to get to tell me exactly what it is, but I really don't see anything. So looking at them all, I guess they do use the big beefy exhaust manifold on them. I'm just not really sure what for certain what engine it is yet. And look at this one here. They're pretty much all identical. Huh, what's with this? Oh, looks like some rodent has decided to chew on spark plug line. Oh, that doesn't look very good. And then, yeah, they all look pretty much identical. I was hoping to find one that would have the 24 volt system on it, but nope, doesn't seem like any of them do. Well, I'm gonna probably say that they're all 318s just off the top of my head, but that is to be seen later when I can like check some numbers on them. But so that's basically what I have for this video. Like I said, the first video of us getting it is on HeavyDSparks channel, and this is just sort of a conclusion with me bringing the last little stowaway ambulance back up today. And for that, I'm gonna be done with this video and then head up and start working on some of the bunker stuff. So thanks all for watching. Please hit the like button if you liked it. Please subscribe and hit the notifications, and I'll see you on the next video.